All right, it's Wednesday, 3 o'clock. Today, what was today about? So today, I actually had an interview at 10 o'clock. I had a fun interview yesterday, and then I had invited to in-person today for another agency here. It's like a medium-sized one. It's not as small as the ones I've worked at before, or as the one I worked at before, and it's not as big as the one I was at previous. So that was interesting. Oh my god. What was I gonna say? Why did I go? I think it's the main reason I go because I feel like it's good practice to pitch yourself. Like, what are you about? Like, there are clearly some questions I was not prepared for. I clearly did not. Regarding the ads and strategy that I was talking about, I didn't have good examples ready to go. So I was like, okay, I should have that stuff, at least knowing like what are the best examples I can give. It's also cool because I get to learn about another business for a little bit. So I ask questions like, how do you get your clients? How long have you been around? What kind of work do you do? How do you do it? What kind of, I'll ask questions. I'm curious, right? Because I've seen two different worlds, and they are their own world. It's different than I would have thought. But it works for them. So there's like many ways you can cut an apple. I know that's not how it goes. So it was cool. It was fun. I like making people laugh, I like breaking people's guard down, right? Like they'll try to go in there all serious and they try to be all about business, and because they don't know you and you don't know them, but then you gotta throw in some metaphors that make sense, but they're funny. So yeah, I could tell they really liked me as a person, and the job itself I might not be a great fit for, just because it's like very analytical, and I honestly haven't done a lot of like deep dives in analytics. But I wouldn't do it even if they offered it to me. Like, I can't do it. It's not in me. I really can't. I really can't. So yeah, I did that. Then I grabbed something to eat at Burritos because it was like a weird time. And then at 12 I had another meeting. I'm helping out an agency, and it was cool, man. So I'm hired to help out like with work, website work, and PPC work, all that kind of work. But I act more like a consultant here because I just go whenever like they need me. So today they had a meeting with a client that they've been having a lot of trouble with, and I was like, dude, let me just go with you, because he has website work, but he's having issues with this particular client. I'm like, all right, I'll go. My value is to add is to make that agency's life easier, the main person, because he has a lot on his plate. So because I get paid, right? I get paid on a monthly basis, and so I gotta show value. Like, all right, why am I paying this guy a monthly rate when he's not even in the office? He does X amount of work, depending if there is work or there's not work. I'm supposed to get paid, right? And so meetings like these is where it's like, oh, okay, that's why I pay him. Yeah, it's worth it. So he started this website in like October, and with a very typical setup for websites is you pay half up front and then half later. That's just how the industry does it for whatever reason. So they've been going back and forth with the website, and he's like, dude, like, they're supposed to give me more work, but they won't freaking move forward with it. So I went. Of course, it still happens again. This is like their third meeting trying to fix it, or trying to get it all tied up and ready to go, and they're going, it's like a clinic. It's like a research facilities, and they're going back and forth with these changes, and it's like not clear. I'm taking down all these notes because I'm like, I didn't read my computer because I didn't know this was going to turn into this. And I haven't done it in person, so I don't know if it's rude or not. Even if it is rude, it makes more sense to take a computer. You'll do a better job after the fact, because now I got to take the notes and I got to put them on the computer, and then I'm gonna organize them because my notes are crap. Anyways, so they go. That the client is like, there's two people, and they're both like saying, no, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this, let's do that. And by the time I'm done, I have like 4 pages worth of edits, web edits. And so they're like, okay, so probably by next week we can go live, right? That's where you see, that's where the mistake is, right? So whenever somebody goes live, whenever somebody makes the website a live thing, it means that it's no longer in, I guess you could say, like in a preview mode, or it's not in edit mode. Because when it's an edit mode, preview mode, when it's in the website building process, you actually can't see it on the website. Like, it's not accessible, or it's not supposed to be. Maybe it will be if it's like your first website, then what does it matter, right? Some people won't care, like screw it, build it live. But for the most part, it won't be accessible unless you have like a special link. Oh yeah, he took that. He definitely took that. Oh man, that guy really took that. So it got to the point where they pushed it to next week, and I was like, oh no, we can get these website edits done by this Friday. It's Wednesday. We can get these done by Friday. Like, it's not a problem. It's not a big deal. I mean, it's a lot of edits, but they're easy fixes, and they really are. They're like color changes. They're like adding some content. They're like moving a couple things around, but it's nothing crazy. And so I was like, no, we can get it done by Friday. So then they continue the meeting. I'm just taking down notes, and they're like, okay, so we'll be, we'll finish up by next Friday, right? And I was like, no, I mean, we can get these done. We can get these done by Friday, like, 2-day turnaround max. Like, it's done. And so, like, it's done. It's a done deal. Like, we need to go live because there's marketing involved, right? Afterwards, like, they want to get into. And so, no, there's not. They just need this particular case is just a website to go live. And so the doctor asked, like, he's like, okay, so, because they needed to pay some other thing. I think another service that they pay for, which is separate, which I have my own thoughts about in itself, but that's separate. He goes, okay, so then I'll pay for, the main guy was like, so okay, I'll pay for it when it's done. And then the guy I'm helping out is like, yeah, that's okay. And then I was like, no, let's play it now. It's gonna be live Friday. Let's just get it out the way and let's just move forward with it. And then the main client's like, okay, I'll write you a check. Like, it took forever to get that payment because he allowed it to keep getting extended and extended and extended and extended. Like, you have to be like, we're gonna get this done and it will be live by this time and we need to get paid for it. Like, if you don't do that, especially, it's just particular clients, right? They know how to extend time, I guess. You wanna put your 2 cents, really. Like, you wanna say, okay, no, we'll get it done. It's not gonna be a problem. We'll have it live and we can go ahead and pay for it right now. And then especially because it's been taking a while to get up and running, like, there's no reason to not ask for it right then and there. And so it's just funny because I looked at him and he was like, and honestly, like, I was out of bounds doing that. Like, I'm just some guy, right, that they brought in to help out. I'm not supposed to be making financial decisions. But that's why he freaking hires me, so I can help him out. And so I helped him out. I was like, oh yeah, go ahead. Like, we'll be finished by Friday. We can go ahead and pay for it now. Sure enough, 10 minutes later, the check got there. Now the website's fully paid and we can freaking move on to the next thing. I'm still work I gotta do. I gotta, like, actually make those edits, send over some information, receive back some information. And here's the thing though, like, a lot of the pending changes is on the client. Like, I have to get from the client. So the very first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send, hey, these are the things we went over. These are the things I need from you. Basically, I'm doing that because I can't move forward if I don't have those things. They already paid, so now they have more of an incentive to do it. So yeah, that was the day. I am going back home. Like I said, it's 3 o'clock. It's a weird time. Like, I'm kind of hungry, but I already ate. I actually ate a lot today. I had 2 meal preps, 1 burritos. Like, that's a lot of food. Wow, why am I so hungry? Anyways, yeah.